Really, firstly, I'm just going to go out and say that I have absolutely no idea how the hell I got here. At one point in my freshman year, I was sitting at the annual meeting, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm a senior, I have a beard, and for some reason, my legs are a little less hairy than they were at that time. That was not normal for me. In all seriousness, I can vividly remember Shale's rather polite tone of voice as he told us everything we needed to know for the upcoming season, and then some. And from then on, what I can only really describe as a series of odd swim-related misadventures occurred, in which I willingly put myself under physical and mental pressure as I trained to become a better swimmer, as well as having met many of my friends throughout high school, many of which are still in this room. If I were to go through each of these misadventures in great detail, we would probably be here to the point that we would be late for school. So I will refrain from telling many of them. However, I will indulge myself and go through one specific misadventure that involves our dear friend Ethan Goldberg. But for now, I would also like to thank a couple of individuals in this room who have made a great impact on me throughout my high school years. These few people have helped shape me, into the kind of person that I am today, and I would like to thank each and every one of them. To Coach Shale, I'm pretty sure that you're expecting me to talk about your rough exterior, or that you are either nihilistic or just plain cynical. But I know better. Through my 4 years of knowing you, I've quickly learned that under all that exterior bitterness is a kind and caring human being, teacher, and father. You've done many things for me throughout these years, from teaching me time management and discipline, to rekindling my love for history and developing my disdain for complex politics. Mr. Shale, I just wanted to say thank you so much. But before that, this is regarding a story that you would always tell us coming up before the AP exam. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Anyway, you got it, Grace? Yeah. All right, nice. Glad we're on the same brainwave. To Coach Bayless, I think it's safe to say that we had a good run. Even though I've never had the pleasure of having you as a teacher, I still feel like I learned more from you than I ever would in one of your chemistry classes. That's not because Bayless is a bad teacher or anything. It's just I hate chemistry. I really hate chemistry. But along with Shale, you taught me probably one of the most important things that anyone can learn, and that is that the fact that sometimes the team comes first. And for that, I just wanted to say thank you. To my parents, hi Mom, hi Dad, how you doing? All right, that's all you get. Bye now. All right, to my team. I've said it a few times in my many senior speeches that are apparently famous now for some reason, but I will say it again one last time, and that is that these people right here, this is not a team, this is a family. And that despite all of our differences, we continue to strive for the same goals and to always contribute to our family's success. For that, I wanted to say thank you, and as said by team captain Marcel Colano, chase your dreams. All right, to my seniors, I'm sure the phenomenon that I described at the beginning of the speech happened to you guys as well. Nevertheless, I will definitely cherish all the memories that we've shared these past 4 years, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you for your impact on this team, as well as your impacts on me as a person. I hope you all go on to accomplish amazing things in the years ahead, and I look forward to seeing all of you during winter break. To Mark, Team Captain Mark Sim, it's been an honor. To Ethan Goldberg, I think the best way to personify my relationship with Ethan Goldberg is through the story that I mentioned at first, this little misadventure. It was sophomore year, and we were on the bus headed for a swim meet, not sure where, not that important. I look over to the seat behind me, and Ethan is fast asleep with his head like this, And of course, me and Austin, being the good little boys that we were, decided to take this opportunity. I had a bag of Funyuns, and Austin had a crazy idea. And after about 30 seconds, Goldberg was balancing a Funyun like in his mouth for about 30 seconds while he was asleep, until we finally had to wake him up. But in all seriousness, Ethan, I think our relationship has been more of like an up and down type thing. Yeah, because we went from I personally would like to say that we went from kind of friends, I guess, to sworn enemies for like 5 minutes, to kind of friends, but a little more than kind of, like somewhat friends. But thank you so much, Ethan. And finally, to probably my favorite junior in the room, Justin Vilches. I think it's safe to say, that the student has finally become the master. It has been a long time coming, but you're finally ready to carry the torch of the 500 into the future. As such, don't worry about it. As such, come up here, I have something to give to you. What? Okay. All right, you guys can all hear me, right? Yeah. All right. Bow your head. February in the year 2019, I dub you the new comeback kid. That's about it for the thank yous. But now comes what I would like to call a bit of a educational section. And I was originally just going to leave this speech here and be done with it, but I decided that I wanted to do more. So I'm going to take this opportunity to impart a little bit of wisdom that I believe is one of the most important things that I've learned throughout my time in high school. On a day in November, I had gotten a hold of my friend's copy of The 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. And after looking through the table of contents, I read something that greatly moved me. Within the table of contents, the title for Chapter 4 read as follows: Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Now, at first, I took no heed to this idea, but after thinking about it for a while, I began to realize how valuable this idea can actually be. I believe that it is human nature that we compare ourselves to others. One of the biggest examples of this is in beauty. People like to make statements like, "I'm not beautiful," and they say these things because they are immediately comparing themselves to the physical appearance of other people. And you may ask, how the hell does this apply to swimming? In the pool, we can sometimes get so focused on beating the person next to us that we forget to try and find ways to beat ourselves. I have to admit, I am guilty of this, staying up at night thinking, why the hell is Mark such a better swimmer than me? Or what makes him better than me at the 500? When instead, I should really be asking myself the question, in what ways can I improve? I think that's why the coaches always say that win or lose, it's a good meet if you beat your PR. And in the end, whether or not you beat the kid next to you doesn't matter. What does matter is whether or not you improve for what comes next. So, to my extended family, I propose a challenge. From now on, before every race, I want you to think to yourself, how can I make this race my best one yet? Because even if you get last, all that matters is if you made the race your best one yet. And even if you don't even come close to beating your personal record, your family, at least I'm sure your family, will always be here to support you every step of the way. And with that, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for making these last 4 years of my life the best ones yet. May you all continue with this amazing sport, and wish you all good luck for the years to come. Thank you.